Alright. If teen boys were 100% honest. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Actually, nah, I don't know. I might not do. Cause I did see in the thumbnail these people were masked up. So they finna ask some crazy questions. So let's do it though. Okay, mask off. Mask off is a social experience exploring authenticity and anonymity. The views expressed in this video are the opinions and experiences of the cast members whose names have been changed for their privacy. Oh, they finna ask some crazy shit. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, they finna go deal with that. They finna deal with it, right?
In an age of call-outs, culture wars, and perfect facades, people can be afraid to express how they really feel. So we brought together 7 strangers, protected their identities, and asked them all 7 burning audience questions. What will be revealed when we take the mask off?
If the answer is yes, you will flip on your light. Do you watch porn?
Yeah, I mean, like what? Like that's an easy question. Like you do too. Don't even fake it. Like we all do, and we have all did. Like I wouldn't say I do it all the time. I'm just saying I do it like here and there. You know what I'm saying? Whenever need just feel like you gotta do that. You gotta do that. Yeah, let's be real. They all better go green.
It's accessible, and because it's accessible and it's there, people use it. I'm one of them.
I think most guys can agree that they have at least at some point watched it, and I mean, it's if you can enjoy it in a healthy way, if you can enjoy masturbating in a healthy way, I think then like by all means go for it. But
yeah, I do watch porn. A lot of my teenage years, I spent a lot of time self-obsessing over it to the point where it kind of became an addiction. And it took until very recently to get out of the hole of, paying for porn. I do watch it, but I don't like that I watch it.
Oh, nah, paying for it is crazy. That's OD. But that addiction shit, like, that shit is dead ass real, bro. Like, the feeling that you get out of it is, like, such a relief. But then you instantly regret it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like once you get in a little song, like you get a little girl or whatever, and you get into like y'all get into that little young, then I think that will slow down like heavy. But other than that, I don't know.
I'm gonna bring everyone else into the conversation.
I said no. I used to watch it a lot before. I would say I was addicted to it. My dad is in prison, so there was no one really for me to talk to about sex. So porn was my education on sex.
I remember I went on a middle school field trip, bro. They was talking about that. We was so disgusted, but like it's real though, cause we was just kids, like we didn't know nothing about that, and we thought it was nasty, but it's like nah, that shit real. I would never forget that. That shit was funny.
Experience, it messed me up because after watching it so much, I'm sure we've all been there where you're on page 5 and like nothing is right. Like you're looking for that right video, but your dopamine like receptors and everything is so messed up at this point that the same thing that would get you off wouldn't get you off anymore, right? I went so deep into it where I'm a straight man, I started watching trans porn because it was just erotic in a different way that I've never seen before. I needed more stimulation.
Because of pornography?
Yes, because of pornography. So I don't think it's just entertainment. It actually affects with your brain and the way you perceive love.
Do you think that a lot of teenagers or teen boys are really educated on the effects of pornography?
No.
No, not at all.
Have you ever cried in front of someone else?
Oh yes. Man, I'm not afraid to show my emotions. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm not afraid to cry on camera. That's on camera's a little different. It depends what the situation is. But like, let's say I'm like around like family or something. I'm not afraid to let my emotions out, bro. Like I used to cry a lot, not a lot, but like just I used to cry a good amount around like my mom and stuff. It was over simple shit too. But now it's like I don't really cry that much. People be saying like I cry every day, like this, that, and there. It's like that's not you're not really crying. You're just crying because of a little situation that does not affect you. Like you know what I'm saying? I was crying over real shit. You feel me? So you, hey man, but like yeah, for like family members, I used to, yeah. And I think I still will if I do ever feel like I have to cry. But I haven't cried in like it's been about like 2 years. Yeah, something like that. All them lights better go up.
I wholeheartedly agree with the statement. I feel like it's easier to open up towards women, which is kind of embarrassing, but like, just quite frankly, I feel like they understand emotions more because they really understand the whole crying. I mean, I feel like crying is sort of normal to them, and they see of it as like a way to express themselves.
It's interesting that you said that you're more comfortable to cry in front of women. I had a girlfriend and she broke up with me over text. And before that, we were like talking and I cried in front of her and I was being honest and I thought that's what you're supposed to do. That's what my dad taught me, right? But I guess she interpreted it as being insecure and she broke up with me and that really messed me up for a little while because it's like, well, now I know I can't show any kind of insecurity. So I don't like crying in front of women. Like I'd rather cry in front of some family that I trust, right?
That's interesting because I'd rather
Like when they
cry with
mean like someone else, like do they mean like in front of like people my age? If so, yeah, I did that too. I remember in school one time. I threw up all over the table. It was like first grade, like second grade or something. I threw up all over the table from eating up for eating too much yellow rice. And I started crying. Like I didn't care. And then I remember one time, my friend or we cool, but like we don't really talking anymore. His name Reed. We was play fighting before we was finna go to the gym. We was play fighting and he asked me, smeet me in the eye. Like I'm talking like it was on accident. Smeet me in the eye. Gave me a black eye. And I ain't gonna hold you, like I was holding back tears, bro. Cause I was young, like I ain't really know how to like protect myself. Now it's like I know how to protect myself, but it's like in the moment, and he didn't mean to do it, but it's just like, dang, I remember that. It was crazy.
and tell them everything I'm going.
It was like a line of everybody, and like everybody was looking. I ain't gonna lie, it was bad.
True, me too. Because I will never see them again in my life, and I feel like they won't be able to judge me.
No
I'll
strings
never
attached.
see them.
I'd rather have a stranger think I'm strong and my family know all my problems, so it's interesting.
Feminism has gone too far.
Feminism?
In the feminism movement, there's so much of tearing down men or trying to put men back in their spot. But if the women want us men to step up, then I feel like it'd be a lot more productive instead of tearing down men and telling us all what we're doing wrong, than to, on the other hand, to build us up. I guess for the sake
What does that mean, like feminism? Hey,
of keeping us accountable for
I
our
don't know what that
actions, and as men, we also need to
I don't
step
know.
up. Giving females more opportunities.
I should know what that means, but I
just
don't
think
know.
That's quite unfair, and it's like you got to put in the work. You got to put in the certain things to earn these things, and it's not like women are granted less access to these jobs. I mean, I know there's plenty of women who are in business who are doing good things for America. I just find it counterintuitive that this whole feminist movement is advocating for equal rights in certain things when they already have access to them.
I'm a feminist, I guess. I believe in the equality of men and women. I think that when we talk about feminism, a lot of it boils down to employment. I think that the bringing down of men, you guys keep on saying bringing down men and shaming them, I think that is way overstated. I have never been shamed for my maleness.
I think, you know, if you look at any movement, there's definitely going to be like a radical portion of that movement. But at the same time, I want to open up the question to you guys. Do any of you guys have personal experience where you feel you've been brought down, like to bring a woman up?
A little bit like in high school. And it's not like the worst thing in the world. We have like an ASB my sophomore year, there was like happy thoughts, right? Like every Friday you just write something and you put it in the bin. It'll just be the girls and then some, more of the feminine guys complimenting each other, which is not a problem, but as they're complimenting each other, oh, look at you, you're killing it, and then they'll even like insult me. It went from being happy thought to build up women day. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a wall, and we should break down that wall and focus on the human race. Not women, not men, not Mexicans, not this. We should all bring each other up.
I've been anxious about my penis size.
Yeah. At a point, then I realized it's crazy. At a point, then it was like a day, and then I realized I'm like, it's not small, like it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not like to go crazy for, but it'll do the job most definitely. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah.
Monday.com is the platform that helps your work move smoothly.
Jesus.
Why? Because without Monday.com...
Oh my gosh. What did I just do?
I've been anxious about my penis.
I have been anxious about my penis. Y'all have too, bro. Cause when I was a youngin', like before it like started growing, I was like, what the fuck? Please, God, please, just give me a few more. And he delivered, bro. He delivered. But I wasn't really stressing though.
Penis size.
All right.
I started watching pornography, I think around the age of 11 or 12, and that's...
Damn. I started when I was 15.
That's a very impressionable, vulnerable place to be in. So of course, there's always these feelings about looking at your body.
Yeah, and I think the competition is probably what affects me the most part. It's the thing you're like, I know good and well there's dudes bigger than me, and she says it doesn't matter, but it still plays on my mental when I go to sleep at night.
Currently, I'm not really afraid of the size that I have because I am kind of becoming more confident in my body and the way that I am. I don't really feel like it's going to matter nearly as much when you're with someone for 10 years as you are for a one-night stand. So I am not personally that uncomfortable with my size.
Everything that you just said is true, and you just need to become confident in your own self by knowing what.
Yeah, like now it's like I ain't got nothing to really worry about. You know what I'm saying?
People really look for, but it's hard to get on Netflix and watch Euphoria and think these are grown-ass men playing high school people, and you think well, that's not what I look like, and then you think about every person that I have been with or will be with has probably seen this. I think that's really where that anxiety comes from. It's just the fact that other people probably have expectations.
I have questioned my sexuality.
Nah.
I guess growing up, I was never one of
Now I ain't gonna lie. A gay dude tried hitting on me, and then I just felt so uncomfortable. To the point I was just like, yeah, nah. No.
Jocks of
Can't do
school.
it, bro. Can't do it.
I always was into music. I was always
It's like
into
it hit me for like a second. I was like, I wonder what it's like, and then for literally a split second, and I was like, nah. It don't seem right, bro. It literally, it destroyed me in the head. I was like, what am I thinking, bro? No, no, I'm not doing that.
I was always bullied because of that, because I was being too gay or whatever, and I always hung out with the girls. And so I definitely did kind of buy into what everyone else was saying, the peer pressure of saying, oh, you're gay, this is how you're gonna end up turning out because this is how you are now. With where I am now in my life, I've just kind of gotten to a place where I've grown to be confident. I know what my identity is.
People thinking that definitely it gets you thinking, It gets you thinking well, like, am I or should I be? You know, it's like, should I be attracted to dudes because I like things that are quote unquote gay? You know, but then I guess it just reveals the issue that like we've made certain things gay.
And it's like, bro, to come out to that, bro. Like, let's say if I was like doing that, you know what I'm saying? Literally, I probably have 2 gay friends. The rest of them motherfuckers straight, and they, mind you, they act like me too, bro. And like, let's say like if I just go up and say like, I'm that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gay when I'm not. They gonna be like, the fuck, what the fuck you got going on, bro? I don't know. I would be so afraid to come out to that, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Made certain things straight.
Yeah, right.
Mine didn't stem from any kind of like extra like curricular activity. My stuff stemmed from porn, as I mentioned before. And when I started watching trans porn, and it's weird to say, but like I got really nervous. I got really nervous because I thought maybe I'd be gay. And so, I did my research.
Give this that. You ever watch Transgender? I've seen it, but I was like, this don't feel right, bro. I've seen videos of it, but I was like, nah, shit, can't do it, bro. I can't do it. It's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard.
Research on it, and I was kind of obsessed with trying to figure out like what this could mean, and all the stuff
because like they dead be looking like females too, bro. Like literally, they look like females. Like if they didn't show the dick, like you would literally see straight female. But then
look up with saying like if you watch trans porn, you're still straight because they're women and stuff like that. But I'm thinking like, what would my family think? I've never sought out, and every time I talk to a trans woman in real life, there's no like actual attraction there. So I'm still lost in the fact of what I actually am attracted to. But I guess I am still straight because they are women.
Quite frankly, right now I feel happy with my sexuality, and I feel that it's not wrong to question your sexuality. In terms of law in America, like you're free to question whatever you want. You can question your religion, you can question your culture. It's just society is the things that constrains those certain things to be what's normal and what's wrong.
Yeah, I feel like there's such a strong stigma to be straight, like or strong like a pushing you into it that even right now I feel the desire to like explain myself, even though we're anonymous right now. I feel like I've only been with like actual like cis women, but like I know this like no one is judging me. We're all here to be honest, but it's such a stigma that from the last 18 years of my life that in this moment right now I feel embarrassed and ashamed for something that's just the way it is.
I'm scared of dying.
What? Yes, bro. What? If you're not scared of dying, you suicidal. I don't care, bro. Like, what? I'm scared of dying. Duh. Like, you feel me? Like, man, just walking in down with a gun. It's like, but first of all, I don't even live like that, bro. Like, I don't even act like that. I don't even. What? I want to live my life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do all that. All them lights better go on, bro. Oh, they're suicidal. Oh no. Oh no.
I think of it as like I'm extremely scared of death. I mean, I watched my father die like right before me. It's a scary thing. They just stop breathing, and just the idea of like nothing is just extremely terrifying to me. It's like,
I've always wondered, like, where does your soul go? Like when you do die, like, what happens? Like, I don't think anybody could really answer that, unless somebody died and then came back to life. You know what I'm saying? Which people actually have. And I wonder if you just see darkness, or you just don't. It's just nothing. Or does your soul like actually go up there? You know what I'm saying? I was always curious of that, but I guess nobody can really answer that question. You know, so
don't really know what's going on. Like, are you even thinking? Are you even there? You're just a blip out of just space.
It is terrifying. We don't know, And as a Christian, I want to pretend that like I know that there's, you know, heaven and hell, but at the end of the day, I genuinely don't know.
I think I was always had the fear as a kid growing up that, you know, I'm gonna die and like not fulfill like what I wanted to do here on earth, right? But every time I thought about dying, it was as an old person. But 2 years ago, when I started working as a lifeguard, this lady and her friend came to the pool, and you know, I have the music going and everything. She just starts having a seizure, and luckily, you know, I did everything right, and EMS showed up, and she was safe. But then 2 weeks later, she unfortunately had another seizure while driving, and she died. And that's when I realized life is like, it can happen to anyone at any point. And if I just die and don't do anything with my life, then that's what I'm scared of.
Bro. I'm curious to see what these three mugs gotta say, bro.
That I don't fear death because unlike you guys, I don't really have an experience, so much hands-on experience with death.
But like, I think everybody should fear dying. Like, if you don't, like I said, you suicidal, bro. Like, not suicidal, but it's just like, what? Somebody walk up to you with a gun, just point it to your head. You telling me you're not gonna be scared? Like, me personally, I'm turning into John Wick real quick, bro. Shit, that nigga never figure out. He would never die.
That I will die someday, no. But I think, you know, obviously the fact that it might come way sooner than you expect is
That's what I'm saying. You never know. You never know what can happen. That's when I like take the trash out and stuff, like especially at nighttime. Yeah, I look everywhere, bro, cause yeah, I did hear gunshots in the neighborhood a few times, multiple times actually. So yeah, I look everywhere. I don't care, especially if I'm dolo out there. I look everywhere.
Scary thought.
I be looking behind me. I be like, looking.
It's the one thing that makes life like special. You know what I mean? It's the one thing I feel like that actually gives meaning to it. Because if you would never die, then you would never do anything. You know, because you would always have more time to do it.
Talk to me.
Do you guys feel like you can actually be your genuine self when you're like talking to a girl or hanging out with a girl?
There's definitely different.
Ooh, that's a good question. Can you be your genuine self with a girl? Yeah. I mean, obviously, anybody would kind of change like how they. Cause let's be real, most people change how they act around certain people. Like, let's say I'm with like my friends that play games and stuff. I'm gonna keep it a stat. They all white, and they act completely different than how I act. You know what I'm saying? They can't say stuff that I say. They can't act. I mean, they can act, but they don't act like how I normally act. So I gotta change my personality around them. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was to act like how I normally act around them, they will feel so uncomfortable. And that's one thing I don't want to make that to happen. And just kind of like, it's just real. But like with a girl though, the type of girls that I would be around, like I'm not afraid to really show my real personality. Like my real personality is very chill. It's cool. I would say like people like laugh a lot when I say stuff. I'm just like, huh? I don't even find myself funny, but everybody just keep on dying out laughing and stuff. But yeah, I think I can be my genuine self though. Yeah, you probably change a few tweets here and there, but yeah.
Difference between like talking or opening up to like my friends that are girls versus like a girl that I'm interested in. Like obviously if you're trying to impress a girl, you're gonna be dressed nicely, you're gonna wear some cologne, you're not gonna like fart around her, right? It's like it's a filter thing. But like when it comes to your mom, like your mom's a girl, and I wholeheartedly trust my mom. So I'm gonna be myself around the people I trust more.
I guess that's what it is. There's a lot of times I walk away with talking to a girl I'm really interested in. I'm like, man, I didn't just go up and be me. And then my best friend, right?
That's one thing that you don't want to do. I mean, yeah, you could do your first like impressions like when you walk up to a girl, but like, bro, if you think that's like wifey material, bro, be yourself, bro. Cause one thing you don't want to do is hide your real personality forever. Like, cause it's eventually gonna come out around here, and she might not like that. So you should just figure that out the gate instead of like faking, like putting on this persona of not being you. So
He used to be
yeah.
my best friend. He's kind of a womanizer, but I see him get so much like, success. And every time I've gotten success is doing things that he's done, which is just putting on a facade and telling them what they want to hear.
I think it's good to be yourself because, I mean, you can only put a mask on for so long. It's refreshing to talk to people and realize that I'm not the only one who feels a certain way about things. It's nice, and it's a.
Hey, I'm already knowing like a bunch of people go through way more crazier stuff than me. All this kind of stuff, like, and I know a lot of people are exactly like me. Like right now, bro, I don't even know what I should do in life, bro. Like I can either go to college, trade school, or just work. I don't want to go to college. Work, it's like But I know it's best for me to go to college, but I don't want to. So I got to make a decision on that. I don't know.
A step in the right direction for me in becoming more comfortable with being open and honest with everybody.
I think just the whole open conversation, like this won't bite me in the end later, or like someone's not gonna listen to this and think, oh, that guy's bad. I have more safety of expressing my honest opinions, and whether those be good opinions or bad opinions, it's a better way to express one's true self without trying to be influenced by what high school is and all the people influencing you in high school, because frankly, high school is just popular culture, what people think is popular.
Thank you so much.
Put that mad back on, babe. You. They on some Squid Game stuff, you fan. Oh, this is Nectar? I thought this was like Cut or like Jubilee. Oh, this is Jubilee. Okay. Wait. Huh? Is Nectar Jubilee? I don't know. But, yeah, it's the video. You know what I'm saying? I know a bunch of y'all do what they told or what they said. Y'all be watching them transgenders. Y'all change our personality around females. Y'all be beating us every day. Like, bro, let's be real. Like, a bunch of people do it. I had that moment too, and like, it ain't last that long, but like, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you on this one. I gotta figure out a better outro. Like, my goodness, this is bad, yo. But bye.